What happens if you have a dispute or you're doing business with have a dispute with a party that's international, or a dispute that has 3 or 4 parties and then you have one of them, a vendor that's outside of the country? The question becomes, can you sue them here? Can you get a court here to have jurisdiction over that entity or person? And the answer is complicated because you could do hours and hours videos on jurisdiction. There's tons of precedent and law about what jurisdiction is or counts. But the basic idea is you have to see if this party of this international agent was intentionally doing business in the US, was intentionally submitting itself to the jurisdiction where you were doing business. How do you see that? How do you prove that? Well, you have to see if they have a little office here, if they advertise to that jurisdiction, if they have a website that you can see in that jurisdiction. There's a lot of things how you can prove that they actually submitted themselves to that jurisdiction. The next question is, you have to see if you're in the right court, in the right forum. Will that person or will that dispute be subject to the court where you are in? Because here in the United States, we have state courts, we have federal courts, and we also have some specific courts depending on the topic, like patents and things like that. So you have to check whether you are in the right forum to sue that international vendor. And third, you have to always check. Today's world, there's a lot of contract law and a lot of things that are placed into the contract. So sometimes the contract will tell you the answer to your question, because contracts would stipulate that, hey, even if we fight and you're international, we can, and I submit myself contractually to the jurisdiction of that court where you want to bring me. So you have to check all 3 considerations.